Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Allie, and as you can see, I'm obviously not sitting at my desk today. I'm really comfortable in bed, so I'm just gonna film from bed, and which is amazing and can work because of my new awesome camera. So anyways, like I said last video, which you can watch using the link right there, I was gonna make a House of Cards review for y'all. So it is not the weekend anymore. It's actually actual Thursday, the day that I upload this, y'all. And I waited until today just so that I can give myself a couple of days to process. So I finished it, and of course the ending, for those of you who watched it, was like, what the heck? I'm gonna spoil it. How the heck are you just gonna end the season with having Claire say, "I'm leaving you, Francis"? Like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, I was so excited to have them back in the White House, him as freaking president, her as a first lady. And in the beginning, it's kind of weird because, you know, they're each in their own bedrooms and basically, like, they're living apart, sort of, yeah. It was like, okay, you know, something's a little weird happening here. Then you have her going after ambassador for United Nations, and you're like, yeah, like, come on, Claire's gonna be somebody, like, finally. Well, of course, it doesn't go so well, so Francis has to basically appoint her. And then I feel like after that it starts going downhill, especially after the chairman saying, we don't want you to run again, this is it, you're basically just a fill, and he's like, alright, I'm not gonna run, supposedly. But he does end up running again, and he's under or against Heather Dunbar, and then they get Jackie in there as a filler, who then Jackie turns and starts working with Heather. And it's just super crazy because he has to watch his back with that. Then Remy leaves, and then the very beginning too, Doug is not dead. He is very much alive, and he is very much wanting to come back to work for Frank, but obviously Frank gives him some time. And as he comes back, like, I'm all like, yeah, Team Doug, because, you know, he helped Francis a lot. No, I loved Doug before, but just this season, and I think because it focused a lot more on him and, like, his recovery and him trying to get to Rachel, which I can't believe he freaking killed after he let go and was like, you're free, and then it's like, you're not, and he ends up killing her, which I guess was like, you know, tying up loose ends, which was the whole point in the first place. So I guess one would expect that, but it was just like, whoa, I for a second really thought he was gonna let her go, but of course he didn't. And then he's just so mean. He uses that book with Claire's actual abortion and tries to even give it to Heather, and then it's just, I mean, of course he's still loyal to Frank, because in the end he's like, I'll burn these pages that he was supposedly supposed to give to Heather if you make me, I think it was like chief of staff or something like that. Can't remember anymore. But yeah, and I'm just like, really, Doug? Like, really? There was just a lot. Doug is different. I didn't quite like so much. Frank was, I feel, was a lot more threatening and just like darker, which I guess, you know, as the seasons progress, one would expect that. And I guess a lot of it just had to do with like him and Claire, and then I'm not loving each other. Although there was a one episode where they randomly do it, and I'm like, oh my god, where the heck did that come from? That was really unexpected. And for a second I thought she was pregnant because she threw up, and I'm like, yes! I mean, like, I don't even care that they make it seem like Claire is like old, but she's not old. I mean, I'm pretty sure she can still have a baby, but it's like, really? Like, I really hope she was pregnant, but obviously in the end she doesn't. And she actually leaves Francis. There's a lot more to talk about. There's little parts like the whole Heather Dunbar, and her not taking the chair after Jacobs, and then, is it Jacobs? Yeah. The guy who has Alzheimer's, that. So, yeah, her not taking that chair, and then it's just a lot's happening. It was a really good intro and a really good ending, and there's just a lot of, like, up and down and, like, what's gonna happen, which, of course, I'm really glad that this is a Netflix show, so you can binge watch. You don't have to wait week by week. So, yeah, comment below what you thought was even gonna happen. I know they had leaked it, and so they were giving the like little bits of what the chapters were gonna be, but I never expected it to be anything like that. I guess if I would go back and look, I would like totally understand it, because then we get the president of Russia in and him kissing Claire at one point, and I'm like, what? Yeah, really good season, I think. I can't believe it's gone. Like, really, like, bam, it was like that. Anyways, yeah, so comment below what you thought this season was gonna be, what you liked about the season, what you didn't like. If you had a favorite episode, sure, why not? But comment below. I'd really like to hear or see what you comment and what you think about this show. It's one of my favorite shows. Really sad that it only comes out, like, obviously once a year. But as a faithful fan, I will wait till next season, because seriously, like, what are you gonna do after hearing that Claire leaves Francis? Like, what's he gonna do? He's still running for president. There's weeks away, and she just leaves. Although at one point, I did think that she was gonna be like, surprise, I'm running for president. Although it was, you know, obviously too late in the middle to run. Can you hear that? Someone's vacuuming. So anyways, comment below, like I said before, and I'd really interested in what you guys think about House of Cards, if anyone watches House of Cards. So anyways, stay tuned, and I will see you next week. Bye!